for the adventure. He was born with silver wings. The world would be his oyster. He threw caution to the wind. He'd seize the day and jump right in where angels dared to tread. A life lived in the moment, flying on a wing and a prayer. Back in 1932 he shared the story of the Atlantis over the first ever radio from the west unto the east. Then he flew his salvaged aircraft o'er this nation far and wide, an adopted son to the sunburnt land that gave him back his life. This is Hans Bertram's story, from hubris to disaster. A midnight flight, just 6 hours from Kupang down to Darwin, in a German Junkers seaplane on a mission of goodwill. He and Adolf Klausmann circling round the globe, flying on a wing and a prayer. In the early hours of morning, struck by the north monsoon, they carried no food, no water. They hoped to arrive by dawn. Crash landed on the Kimberley Coast, now a place called Seaplane Bay. 250 miles southwest, yet a million miles away from hubris to disaster. Flying on a wing and a prayer. No food, no water, like lambs to the slaughter. Flying on a wing and a prayer. On a prayer. Plagued by thirst and hunger, mosquitoes, heat and flies, they lost their clothes and possessions, chased by crocodiles. Day into night in a makeshift raft, they battled the wind and tides. As the ship Colinda sailed away and missed them by a mile, from hubris to disaster, flying on a wing and a prayer. Abandoned Atlantis, never stood a chance, flying on a wing and a prayer. On a prayer. Surrounded by endless scrub, the desert and the sea, and just when all hope was lost in their dying hours of misery, they were found by Baal and Jarman, Samaritans of the walls, too weak to speak the only words they'd say. Thank you, you gave me back my life. Klausmann never recovered, he wound up insane. Bertram wrote the books and movies, then he rose to fame. But if not for Min and Ginny Murray and the trackers of Columba, the history books would tell us they never found the crew. Disaster, flying on a wing and a prayer, the best laid plans of mice and men, flying on a wing and a prayer, on a wing and a prayer, on a wing and a prayer, flying on a wing and a prayer.